What's up guys, Boss here, and I'm back with another YouTube video, and this time we're going to try to get 12 wins in this grand challenge. We're currently 8-2 right now, so we need to be really careful, because if we want to get 12 wins, we can't afford to lose another game. And what I'm using is this new Balloon Cannon Cart Royal Recruit deck. So it looks like a really crazy deck. That was my first impression when I saw it too. I actually found it off someone who was in the top 20 on ladder. I believe it was a Japanese player, and they climbed really high up with it. I thought it was really interesting, so I gave it a try, and I've so far been having a good run in this grand challenge. You have a lot of pressure cards, and I think the reason why this deck works so well is no one is expecting the balloon, because when they see all the other cards in the deck, they're thinking like maybe it's Royal Hogs, and then maybe it could be on the flip side. Maybe they see, you know, your balloon, and then they're not expecting the cannon cart. So then when your balloon's out of cycle, maybe they set up for a push, and then you can go cannon cart at the bridge when they're not expecting it. So it kind of works both ways. Before we get in the first game, if you guys want to support me, you can use my creator code BOSS. You can use it in any Supercell game, help support me, help support the channel, and I really appreciate all you guys who do use my code. It means a lot. Let's go ahead and get in the first game using this deck and see if we can complete this grand challenge, which we need 4 more wins to get. And hopefully we can find the games pretty quickly. I mean, sometimes it can take a little while to find games as you get further on in the grand challenge, but we'll just see what happens. One thing that's good to do is ever so often, if you find yourself taking a while to find a game, make sure you keep canceling. You can even close out of the game and go back in, and often that works out really nicely as well. Usually when I do that, I sometimes find it within a few seconds after I restart the game and search again, because it might just restart the queue of you searching or something. So we found a game versus Lynx. We'll give him the good luck and see what he has. Okay, I'll go minions, and then I'm just gonna cannon cart just to apply some pressure with the minions. He's gonna have a Skarmy. I'm gonna snowball. Knight. I think I know what he's using. I have a really good idea what he's using. I think he has a Goblin Barrel. He's using that Hog bait deck with Skarmy, Inferno, and Goblin Barrel, I think. I don't remember, because I already spent a Hunter. I didn't really want to defend that Goblin Barrel anymore. It would have been an overcommitment. What I want to do is just recruits in the back, and I don't want to give away that I have a balloon just yet. What's really good is I don't think he has a minion horde, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that he just has a Goblin Gang. We already saw the Skeleton Army. I don't think he has a minion horde, so that's pretty, you know, good for us. I think, at least. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think he has a minion horde. So I'm going to go for the balloon now, knowing that his Inferno's out of rotation. He just used a snowball as well. And I think, guys, we might have just won off of that. And again, no one expects the balloon, especially if it's your first balloon of the game. And this is why this deck works so well. The surprise factor of it is just pretty remarkable. Okay, we even get a connection on the King Tower. He's for sure going to go in for a push. There's a 100% chance he's going to go for a push right now. So here's what we want to do. We're going to Hunter the Goblin Barrel, and then just go for... Yeah, you can see the Hunter did a really nice job of taking out... Notice how I ignored the Princess, because I knew he was going to push in the opposite lane where he had the most damage. But yeah, that was a nice Hunter. I could have played it probably a little bit sooner, because you can end up fully countering the Goblin Barrel if you play it sooner. But let's get recruits down in the back. We're playing 4 in the left lane because we know he wants to pressure us in the left lane, obviously, because that's where he has more damage. And we do a really nice job of preventing all hits from the Goblin Barrel. Hog doesn't even get a single hit either, so that was pretty clutch, not gonna lie. He's gonna get quite a bit of damage in this lane. There's no way he's gonna take the tower, though. And then he's once again probably going to go for a Hog. It's not going to take the tower. It almost does, though. That's going to be GG. It was a really close game. He ended up almost taking our left tower, or honestly almost ended up taking our right tower too. He had a lot of dual lane pressure, and I mean, we pretty much won that just off of the fact that he wasn't expecting us to have a balloon. I 100% guarantee he thought we were using Royal Hogs or just something else, you know, something like, you know, that wasn't balloon. I don't think he was expecting that balloon. I mean, you can see we just won the game off of one surprise balloon push. All right, so here we go, on to the next game. Hopefully we can find it a bit quicker than we did in the first game. Otherwise, if we don't and it ends up taking like over 2 minutes to find a game, or even a minute and a half if it takes that long, I'll probably just end up editing out the search times in this video. But hopefully it doesn't get to that point. Yeah, here we go. So we found a game really quickly. So we're versus Jeremy. We'll give him the good luck. We'll wait a little bit, you know, maybe 2 or 3 seconds, or, you know, 10, just to see if he wants to do something. And then if not, I might just go for either recruits in the back, minions in the back, something along those lines. You know, I don't want to do something, I don't know, too risky. I feel like a cannon cart in the back isn't really the best play. I think minions are fine, because that doesn't really give away at all what I'm using. Okay, and he's going to have an Ice Wizard. So hopefully this is Graveyard, because if it is, I made the right decision making the first play, because Graveyard's so OP in double, and yeah, that's what it looks like it's going to be. So I'm going to go for a balloon. He most likely does have a tornado, but it's still going to bypass the Barbarian Hut and force a tornado out of him. So overall, pretty good, I would say, balloon push. So he's going to tornado the balloon to the King Tower, but we do get a balloon drop before that ends up happening, so I guess overall not too bad. The balloon gets several hits on his King Tower, so I would even say there's a potential chance of us going for the... Maybe we even get a 3 crown, I don't know. But this cannon cart, he doesn't have a Knight in cycle 4, so I'm curious how he's going to stop it. It looks like he is just going to go for an Ice Wizard. I believe that fully stops it. So, like, unfortunately, we aren't able to get, like, a lock on the tower or a lock on the Barbarian Hut, but I guess it's okay. But we'll just go recruits in the back. He probably has Baby Dragon, which is going to be a little bit obnoxious considering it does quite good against the Royal Recruits, but we could for sure find a way to get around it. Probably a Hunter here is good. It's going to help take care of the Barbarians that spawn out of the Barbarian Hut, as well as help take out the... Oof, well, not really a good... We're going to go for a push because I saw he was trying to get a Graveyard off with that Knight, and I instead want to apply pressure, so he can't do that. Because the Graveyards are really difficult for me to defend, so if all possible, I want to delay him going in for Graveyards. And we got so much value off of that. Look at that Hunter just staying alive for so long. So we got to get some defense down here for this Graveyard. There's no way that balloon gets a hit because he's going to tornado it. But the cannon cart is going to lock on the tower. So... Wow, these Hunters are just getting so much value. It's pretty insane. Alright, recruits in the back. 100% safe to go for recruits in the back right now because we have minions in cycle if he goes in for a Graveyard. And I highly doubt he would Graveyard anyway, just because he just played a Barbarian Hut. And playing a Graveyard right after you play a Barbarian Hut is not really a smart play. I will go for a balloon just to apply pressure, because even though we don't have a lot of damage in the left lane, he's not going to be able to completely ignore that balloon. So it's just a way to force Elixir out of him. And he is going to get a pretty nice Graveyard off, but he didn't pay attention to the opposite lane, and I'm going to balloon. His only way of stopping this balloon is if he plays Barbarian Hut. He's going to have enough Elixir, but that is a 7 for 5 trade. So I'm kind of hoping that at this point I can just cycle potentially 2 snowballs, or just defend, wait it out. And I'm glad I didn't start cycling snowballs, because that would have been extremely risky. He's again going to be forced to play a Barbarian Hut, which is once again 7 elixir down the drain. And I think now is for sure the time that we need to be going in. Is that death damage? I can't tell. It's not death damage. But the minions get healed up, so we are completely fine. Let's go. That could have been bad. You saw in triple elixir, he was able to get graveyards down, but we were able to build up such a big lead that it was so difficult for him to come back. But if we were in triple elixir and we were like even in terms of hit points compared to him, we would have had an extremely difficult time breaking through. So here we go. We found our next game. We do have Heal Spirit in our starting hand, which is of course a very, very good starting place. So we could either wait, a little bit, or just start with the Heal Spirit. And I think in a couple seconds I'll just start with the Heal Spirit, but then after that I'm probably going to wait a little bit. Oh, okay, guards, I'll go recruits. I mean, we might as well take advantage of our couple elixir advantage. If he's got guards and Tesla, I feel like the only thing he could have is the Tauron, I think is his name, balloon deck. I'm going to go for a cannon cart in the opposite lane of the baby dragon. And then I'm going to balloon. Because if I know his deck, I don't think, besides the Tesla, he's just going to NATO the balloon to the king tower, but I believe the cannon cart, I was going to say unless he plays guards, the cannon cart would lock on the tower, but he did end up going for guards. So unfortunately, we do not get the cannon cart connection. And we have to make sure we have Hunter at the ready for his balloon. And as long as we have Hunter in cycle, I don't think we'll have too much of an issue unless his balloon is heavily supported and the Hunter's distracted or something. But otherwise, I don't know. I feel like we most likely will be okay. At least I hope. There is his baby dragon once again. This time I may be forced to just defend it. I'm kind of going to distract it. I don't want to defend it with a Hunter. I just don't think that that's a good idea at all. Because I really need my Hunter for the balloon. I guess we'll just cycle recruits again. He may go for a balloon right now with a miner. Kind of doubt it though, because we have the recruits down, but we just want to be ready just in case. And I guess I'm just going to go for a balloon in this lane. We're going to try to get a nice Heal Spirit off, healing everything in the middle. And then a nice snowball to hit everything, but a really nice tornado. He ended up pulling everything into the giant skeleton. But we can recruits again, and just because we have Hunter in cycle for his balloon. And he is going to end up going in for a balloon. Ooh, he's got a fireball. Wow, that was a lot of elixir he just spent. So I imagine he's going to have a pretty difficult time defending here. I'm not saying he can't, because of course he has the tornado, but it's going to be quite hard, especially considering after he ends up going for the tornado, we still couldn't keep up the pressure with the cannon cart. But, wow, to my surprise, he ends up... Oh, horrible fireball. I was just about to say he defended, and then he wasted a fireball that he didn't end up needing. So, that was a really, really bad play. He's going to lose. He's going to Tesla, but then I can just snowball it. And that is going to be GG, because the balloon is raged up. It's guaranteed to hit. There was no way he was going to stop that. Whoa, what just happened? The balloon was paused in midair. I hope I don't lose because of that. I think we're fine, because there's no way he can... Whoa, okay, we got to watch the replay of that. The balloon was like frozen and dropping, was about to drop a bomb in midair. I don't know what what happened there, I think we need to rewatch that. Just for a second, I don't know if you guys saw what I saw, but that was pretty crazy. All right, let's see this real quick. So that balloon hit at the beginning really helped us out, just gave us that lead we needed early on to just play, you know, some defense and then just patiently wait for another opportunity to get a balloon connection. So yeah, it happened towards the end here, so I'm just going to keep it at 4 times speed just so we don't watch the whole thing and it takes forever, you know. I believe it was this one right here. Oh, no, it's the next one because that one he tornadoes away. So it's this one right here. I gotta see this again. So the balloon gets a hit, and I'm like, alright, it's over, right? It's going to get that damage. So the balloon, look at it. It's just... hello, balloon? It stayed in the air doing absolutely nothing, even after the tornado was expired. So... a little confused there, not gonna lie. I'm just a little confused how that happened. Might end up being a Twitter post and potentially a Reddit post later. And if you guys already don't follow me on Twitter, might as well shout it out right now. Really close to 20,000 followers, so you might end up being the 20,000th follower. But anyway, let's get into this 12th game. I just had to rewatch that again because I couldn't believe what happened. But I'm going to close out the game, go back in, see if we can end up finding this game relatively quick, and it doesn't have to take forever, but it does. But if it does end up taking, you know, more than a couple minutes, I'll edit out the time. And regardless of if I win or lose, you know, I will upload. Alright, well, we finally found a game. Took about, you know, I think 5-6 minutes to find it, so I'll definitely be editing out the search time. And this guy immediately goes with a Dark Prince. So, we'll see what he has. I mean, if he has... oh boy, this is probably Sparky. I mean, I don't know what else it could be. This guy just went for Dark Prince, Mini P.E.K.K.A. as well as Rage. So, you know, I don't know what else it could be. And there's the Sparky. So I'm going to go for a Lumberjack Balloon to pressure. He is going to commit a Wizard, 5 Elixir Wizard. So I hope we can go for recruits. I mean, this is going to be a little bit of a interesting defense, I think. I mean, the Wizard kind of wrecks the recruits, so a little bit. Yeah, I was going to say I knew that defense was going to be a little difficult, but on the plus side, we are going to pick up a ton of damage in the left lane, so if we end up getting this right tower here, which it looks like he's going to give us, we are going to end up being in quite a, I would say, a pretty good situation moving forward, because we currently have a solid lead. And he's gonna, whoa, give up all that on his... I'm gonna see if I can get away with just cannon carding. And then I'm gonna go for a balloon, because if we just get a balloon to connect, I think we win. I don't know if that's too much to ask for. Let's go! We got it! Oh my gosh. If we didn't take his... if we didn't 3-crown him there, I'm just saying we probably would have lost because of the elixir advantage and the counter push with the wizard he would have had. So, whew, thank goodness we won that. Maybe got a little lucky, but then again, we're doing the correct thing of punishing him whenever he went for that Sparky in the back. And that's exactly what you have to do with balloon decks, because it often is really difficult to defend the, balloon when, I mean, not the balloon, I mean the Sparky when you're using balloon decks in general, unless, of course, you're using Lava Loon and you have a building, such as a Tombstone, then it's a little easier. But otherwise, you are forced to be really, really aggressive. So we're going to get 12-2 in this Grand Challenge. Managed to go from 8-2, 12-2, winning 4 games in a row, which is really, really clutch. So let's go ahead and open up this chest. I do have everything maxed out, but it is always nice to get star points. So let's see what, how many star points we get. We are going to get a legendary. That's another 1,000 star points. Really, really close to getting all my cards upgraded to, max them out in star level. Doesn't, of course, give you any advantage, but it makes them look nice. We could actually go ahead and just max out the minion horde right now, and then all we have left are the Rascals, the Cannon, and the Executioner. So Executioner is really bad right now. It's not good in any meta deck. Cannon at least is viable in 2.6, so my next card might have to be the Cannon. And Rascals, you could argue in Mortar they're somewhat viable, but all the rest I left aren't really that good. But anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Next video will probably be a ladder video, but I always like doing Grand Challenge videos, occasionally. Let me know if you guys want more Grand Challenge videos, especially end of the season, last few days of the season, if I'm really high up on ladder and don't want to pressure myself to commentate and play top ladder, at the same time. I'll most likely be playing Grand Challenges, so just leave me any suggestions you guys have below. Make sure to like the video if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and let me know what decks you guys want to see in Grand Challenges or ladder in the future. That's going to be it. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.